y'all. Let's see. I think I got everything, hopefully. I just was running, through the house. At the last minute, it's like all of a sudden you think of something and you got to run upstairs, try to cross the house and, get it and then run back downstairs. So usually I have everything together, but at the last minute I forgot something and like I said, had to run. So anyways, hi y'all. It is Monday, October 2nd. Started October. My goodness. Can you believe it? And I just turned on the hot glue gun. So hopefully there are no mishaps or anything this evening. Anyways, I don't have the best luck with glue guns. Anyways, we could talk about all of the current events that are going on, but figure you guys have had enough of that. There's no reason for me to continue talking about it when it's all over the news. So why not just, continue on, have fun. First of all, the 9 o'clock hour of the Today Show was my favorite. Dylan Dreyer, Al Roker, and Chanel Jones. I loved them. Then they decided to get rid of them, or get rid of that 9 o'clock hour, and put Megyn Kelly in. She ain't doing it for me. So I flipped over to another channel, and surprisingly, Kelly Pickler has a talk show with some guy named Ben. Evidently he's like a radio show host or something like that. Anyway, so Kelly Pickler's got a talk show. If she can do it, guess what? I can do this little 30 minutes a week. Because she's super awkward and I can't be worse than that. Because, we all like awkward, but there's just something different with her kind of awkward. I don't know. Anyway, secondly, I have not posted this on my personal page yet. So if you're watching this, you are getting it before we post. Yesterday, we booked our trips home for the holidays. We just went on to, Expedia yesterday, and just, once a week we go and we look at flights to see what the cost is. Typically going out of Billings, it's $600 to $700 per person, because Billings is crazy and you have to have a connecting flight to wherever you go almost. So it's super expensive. So when we looked yesterday and it was less than $500, we were like, we have to book right now. Well, we went ahead and booked and got the emails and everything. And then we got the email from United saying, hey, thanks for booking with us. Here's some information about your tickets. So you know how United or airlines have standard and economy. You can get business, coach, whatever. You have your standard economy. Evidently, United has started this whole new thing called basic. Evidently, we booked basic tickets. This basically means we have to hold on to the wing as we, go back to Atlanta and Alabama. So, yeah, we got basic tickets. We're allowed one personal item. We can't even take carry-on. You're allowed one personal item. You can't pick your seats, kind of thing, which is fine. As long as we get from here to there, it's fine. But, yeah, we got basic seating or whatever. So there's no telling what's going to happen come into December, into January when we travel back home. But we'll see how this goes. So just FYI, when you're booking your tickets, see if you are doing basic or standard economy or whatever with United, because there is a difference. Like if you just plan to take just a carry-on, you can't do that with the basic. You can with, I think, the standard, but you cannot with the basic. So just FYI. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this evening. Kelly's co-host is Ben from Ginger Z. See, I'm not familiar with Ginger Z. I don't watch ABC typically in the mornings. I like the Today Show. I like the 9 o'clock hour especially. I really like Dylan Dreyer. I have a mild obsession with her. I don't know why. I just do. But I hate that they've taken away my 9 o'clock hour. All right. Tonight we are doing Almond Joy Martinis. All of the martinis this month are kind of candy, Halloween related or whatever, because what's happening at the end of the month? Halloween. So, with the Almond Joy Martini, and, alright, anyways, shaker with ice, of course. You're gonna need dark cream to, and please, I ask this every time I do it, how do you say that word? Cacao? Cocoa? It's not cocoa. Cacao! That's the way I like to do it. Anyways, you need the dark kind of that. You need coconut rum, and you need vodka. And creamer or half and half. You're gonna do equal parts of the coconut rum, and who doesn't like well, actually, I prefer Mounds over Almond Joy because I do not care for almonds. But you need equal parts of coconut rum, vodka, and the dark cream to cacao. And then you are going to do a splash of the half and half or creamer. Creamer. Is there a difference in cream and creamer? I don't know. Anyways, equal parts of those, and then you are going to do a splash of the, that one good splash, but it works. Anyways, I do prefer Mounds over Almond Joy. And there was this rumor a long time ago that Mounds were being discontinued. And I cannot pour it in that shot glass. And I got very upset when I thought that Mounds were going to be discontinued. And this is supposed to taste like an Almond Joy. So, again, let's check this out and see how it goes. It's pretty close. Less vodka. I'd probably do like half part vodka. Anyways though, pretty good though. Alright, so tonight, we are going to make a wreath. For some reason, me and Wreath don't get along. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm all about, symmetrical and balance. And wreaths a lot of times have something going on one side and nothing on the other side. And it's very hard for me to find proper placement and figuring out the way that, to where they look good. So anyways, I came across this one a couple weeks ago from Two Purple Couches. Now, I'm going to tell you everything prior so far that I have shared on Martinis with Amanda have been my own personal pictures and attempts and things. This is the first time I'm taking someone else's basically product and attempting it on my own. So hopefully I have credited it all correctly and giving them the kudos that they deserve. So this is from Two Purple Couches. Beautiful owl wreath, perfect for fall. Who doesn't love owls? And so what I have made is, or what I'm making is an inspiration from that. All right, so a lot of these items are dollar store or Dollar Tree. Do you know it's the Dollar Tree? Dollar store is just, there is no dollar store. You have Dollar Tree. I call it Dollar Store every time, but it's actually Dollar Tree. A lot of times you can get these, the wreath forms at the Dollar Tree. Usually they're a bit smaller than this, but you can get them at Dollar Tree. And what I've done, I have already actually taken one and wrapped it in a ribbon. Now, I will suggest to you first find your ribbon or your pattern, your paper, whatever you want to go with first, because that's kind of, this is what I went with. I don't know if you can really tell. Anyways, I came across this paper and I really liked it, and I decided that I would go off of that. So this is kind of what set my theme or whatever for my wreath. So I came across that, so I found some cream ribbon to wrap around the wreath form. Just used, you know, hot glue gun and glued it into place. And you're gonna need this whatever paper or whatever in a minute. And then of course find you some coordinating papers to go with that paper if you want to. Of course you don't have to use paper, you can use other stuff. Then you need some cork board, which you can actually get in a roll or you can get it flat. I got it for flat, the flat kind at Joann's, because the rolled stuff typically is really hard for it to for you to flatten out and keep flat. So I just got a sheet of really thin cork. I don't even say it's board. And then I printed off. I just went on to Google and typed in owl wings and found a template that I liked and sized them to the size that I want. Printed it out. I'll show you about that in a minute. Then you need some kind of circular object. It could be the lids off of, you know, mason jars. It could be wood circles. It could be wood pieces, whatever. Just some kind of circles. These are going to be your owl's eyes. Now, I went to Michael's and they had in their Christmas section these ornaments that you can use, you know, do-it-yourself ornament kind of things that you would buy, you know, to give to kids so they can make their own or whatever. They're really light, cardboard or whatever, and they had a gold string on them. I just cut that off. Anyway, so I'm not gonna lie to you, I did go through and pre-make the majority of the stuff here, because if I were to sit here and wait for glue to dry, we would be sitting here all night. So this is what I did. I took, let me see. I took my circle stencil thingy, yeah, and traced the size that I needed for the eyes, and glued my ivory colored paper on the bottom. I did my pattern paper in the middle, and then I did my dark brown, the smallest. And I just, you know, circle, whatever. Of course, you can use cups, bowls, whatever size you want. You don't have to go out and buy anything for it. Anyways, so there are the start of my eyes. Now, for the wings, like I said, we just talked about it. Go on to Google and type in owl wing template, owl wing stencil, and find some that you like. And basically, you know, that's your stencil. You resize them to the way you want, copy and paste them into Word or whatever your program is. And then, you know, print, and then there is your wing. And what I have done is I placed it onto my cork board, and I cut it out. Cut out two of them, of course, for the two wings. Then I took the pattern paper that I was going to use, glued it to the top. So I glued, actually I used Mod Podge. I took this piece of paper, I put it down like this, I put both of my cork pieces down there, and I glued them to that. After they dried, flipped it over, or like this, I took an X-Acto knife, cut around them, and there were my wings. And then I had my two wings. Now I would suggest, if I were you, to coat the top with another layer of Mod Podge, that way so it kind of gives it a protectant, a sealant. So now you have your two wings. Now, like I said, my eyes for the most part are done. Then you go and you pick out whatever flowers you want. Dollar Tree flowers, and I'm losing flowers. And all of a sudden I got like phlegmy stuff going on, so I apologize. And and I actually lost the one I'd already cut. No, there it is. Okay, so cut off all the way. Your flowers, if you pull them off the ends, have that, can't see it, there you go. That base up. What you do is cut off as close to the bottom of the flower as you can. That way so you end up with a flat, or almost flat, base. So you need 2 of those. Now, this is time for you to get creative. Some flowers, you don't even have to use flowers if you don't want. Find something else. Really, think outside the box and get creative. Okay, now it's just a matter of, first of all, finding my other piece. I told y'all, I for the most part had it together. You're going to need a beak. And all I did was, with the cork board, cut out a triangle, whatever size you want, just a basic triangle. And then I glued the Mod Podge to that as well. You know what's funny is I asked the dog 3 or 4 times before I started this if he needed to go out, and now he's like sitting at the door like, hey, I need to go out. He's going to wait a few minutes. Anyway, of course, heat up your glue gun. Make sure it gets really, really good. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your wreath form, make sure that your ends are on the bottom. That way yes, buttons for the eyes would be cute. And actually, if you get your wreath form from the Dollar Tree, they tend to be a bit smaller. So you could sometimes get the really big buttons, but buttons would work better with a smaller wreath form. Anyway though, so you're going to take your, I can't remember which way I have them. All right, you are going to take your wreath form and basically you are going to hot glue your wings onto the wreath form. And like I said, this is a, we're going to try this out, see how this works. And just press on. That's what's nice about hot glue, is it tends to dry very, 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 very quickly. So I'm going to put some more, and of course it's going to tell me I need another glue stick. And of course my biggest issue is trying to be even, because I am so like perfectionist about that. I want things balanced. Okay, so give that a second to dry. Okay, now we have our wings. Alright, we have our wings. Now before we move on to gluing our eyeballs onto our owl, we are going to glue our actual eyeballs onto the eye. And then I'm going to just put a big old glob of glue somewhere in the middle. Stick this hopefully in the middle. Don't burn your finger because the glue is very hot. Hopefully I'm getting all the steps of this. It really is this simple though. Okay, now the only problem with hot glue is all those random strings that end up everywhere. Now I got our eyes. And that's still drying. Alright, so you got your wreath form. You can use you if you wanted to, you could take a cardboard box, cut you a great big circle, and then in the middle of it, not middle, maybe like 1.5 to 2 inches into that circle, cut a smaller circle, and use just cardboard as your wreath form. You do have to make sure that whatever you put around it is a little bit more durable, because that cardboard can bend, you know, easily. But again, think outside the box. Not gonna lie, I have seen where people have taken coat hangers and bent them to make circles to do wreaths. I've never been able to get it to form perfectly and stay the way that you want it to. Yeah, that's just not something for me. All right, so hopefully those have dried. And then all you're gonna do, again, imagine or think about your placement before you put them on. That's my biggest thing, is patience. And your put on your hot glue. And then just stick them on, however which way you want to put them. Hopefully he's not lopsided. Hopefully he's not like crazy-eyed. Okay, so give that a second to dry. And he is a little lopsided, but I think that my glue is drying, but that is okay. I gotta work on this, you know, letting things go kind of thing. All right, so like I said, for the nose, all you have to do is a triangle off of the, out of the cork, use a scrap or whatever, and then glue whatever paper you want, and make sure you just put a coat of the Mod Podge over the top. That way, so it's kind of like a sealant. Now, I'm going to flip him over, and I'm going to stick a little bit of hot glue on the back of his eyes, because that is where his beak is going to go, his nose. And let's see how this works. So he isn't too crazy looking. He's going to be crazy looking, but that is okay. Because if you are hanging this on your door, they're going to see it from a distance. They aren't going to see the details. So as long as people can look at it and say, hey, that's a cute owl wreath, that's all that matters. So if they can't see the crazy details, that is okay. Yeah, so of course remove the little random hot glue strings. I think turn that off. And of course you would hang something. You could do a ribbon on it first. You could, you know, just a hook or something to hang him. But, thanks Riley. There you go. He's not too bad, is he? No. His nose is a little wonky, but anyways, again, this is the problem with doing things quickly for a video, is that it's not necessarily the best, but you get the idea. So if any of you guys planned, or if any of you guys make that, I would love if you shared it with me, shared a picture. So I guess that's kind of it for today. Let's see. Y'all, and it's like not even 30 minutes yet. It's pretty awesome. So next week, I'm trying to do all fall related stuff the first 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, you know, Halloween. So the first 2 weeks, next week we are doing a no-bake apple cake. Try my hand in the kitchen some. I haven't made it ever before, so I'll be making it for the first time with you guys next Monday. And again, with the themed Halloween drinks or whatever, a cotton candy martini. So next Monday, no bake apple cake, cotton candy martini. In 3 weeks, I'm going to show you some quick last minute Halloween costumes. I mean, like seriously, like last minute. Like you probably already have majority of these supplies at your house. It's going to be kind of funny because I'm probably going to be wearing like 6 or 7 costumes at one time. But it's going to be fun. And then the last week I have plans, even though the last Monday of the month is the day before Halloween, I'm going to show you something that you can do with leftover Halloween candy that your kids or you may have laying around after y'all go trick-or-treating the next night or whatever. So, kind of that's what October is planned. So hopefully, we're gonna have some fun. I need some ideas for November. I've got the majority of November planned. I need one more Facebook Live idea for November. And I actually have quite a bit of December planned. So send me your ideas. Let me know what you think. Again, YouTube, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like those pages. I actually added little tabs on the page today to Instagram and Pinterest. So, yeah, so that's it. So, that is it for this evening. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.